My name is Arjan Epskamp and I live in the Netherlands. I work at Rijkswaterstaat, and the Rijkswaterstaat is a governmental organization which takes care of the high roads and the waterways in Holland. So on a daily basis, I'm actually working to make Holland a safer place, and we take care that everybody keeps their feet dry. I started to do the MBA after the mini MBA. The mini MBA was a separate course organized by the Business School Netherlands. And during that mini MBA, I found that, the MBA might be something for me. And that's actually where the whole thing started for me. It took 2 years after to actually start the MBA. But, I'm still happy that I'm starting it. I've started it and I'm still working on it. What I like best is that it's smaller. So you have the feeling that you have a really, you're part of the organization. They're easy to access, and it's easy for us to just go into like the sales office or go to the financial department or whatever part of the organization you need. It's easy to find them, and they're very helpful, and they're always fast in responding to you with a good answer. The best thing that for me was that's what I found during the mini MBA was the action learning part. That was totally new for me, and I was fascinated about that. How you could also approach with different teams to get things done during real problems that you have. Are you talking about the real problem, digging in the real problem and solve it with a team? That's what I think is unique about the course. And also, it's a small organization, so it's easy to enter and it's easy to find your way. And the people they hire to do the lectures and give the courses are very skillful. They are people from real life, so they also deal with problems. They work in organizations, so they are up to date with techniques and real examples of how they solve things or what they have saw in the past or working on right now. So that's for me, that's a unique experience. Well, action learning is a process which in a small group of participants, and you work on real problems. You take actions, and you also develop individuals, because the team members are really part of the problem. So they really grow. And it develops individuals, but also teams and organizations. And it just develops creative and flexible, successful strategies to address problems. It's a great technique. Yeah, the example was an operational example of how processes weren't aligned and weren't really working, especially when you're talking about different departments, of how to connect those, information or output that needs to be transferred throughout the organization. And just by getting these people together, we aligned the whole process. And we saw that on the very start of the process, things, just by doing a little bit more, it took a lot of stress away from, the back office, let's say it like that. So those are very small examples of how you can easily, just by getting the group of skilled employees, bringing it in and have a new process installed, which just works out for everybody. I've done it a couple of times, and especially during my MBA course, I started to apply it more and more. And you actually saw that the team was getting more creative or flexible, or it was so good to see that people felt really part of the problem, and that they actually, they were actually growing. It was really good to see. Yeah, good experience. I think it would benefit for everybody, and that's a good thing about action learning. You don't need to be a professor to do the action learning. I think the variety of people which are involved in an action learning session make it as a success, because what the management can miss out is something that the operational people know about. So, and by bringing all that information into the action learning session, things will get more smooth, because you're solving the real problem instead of just a small part of the problem. So everybody can be involved in an action learning session, and everybody benefits from an action learning session. Well, the class, you start in a big group, well, that was like 20 people, and then you are divided in so-called subsets. So it's smaller sets from that big set. And my my subset was like 6 people, and we were working in different areas. So we have people from daycare, we have people from IT, we have people from HR, we have people from in agile working areas. So, and that made the whole thing so good. So when we had a session, when I was talking about my issues at work, and the best ideas came from people who are not working in my area, because they didn't know about all these things which caused it. They were just thinking about the solution, and that made it so good. Because by working with people with different perspective, you come to the best solutions. The best thing for me was that again, it's accessibility. So I kind of fancy it when people just come together and have a chat with you. You can go to your you can knock on every door. It's a small area in the lovely Buren. This is a very nice area in the Netherlands. So when I go there, I always stay in a near B&B, and because it's such a small place, it also has a kind of how do you say that? It's a relaxed area, so it's really inspirational to follow your course over there.